Mystery Healthcare Theater 3000. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Wait, Obama's sitting down. Hey, hang on, I'll count down to when the gluteus touches chair. It is touched.
Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
The eagle has landed. Mystery Healthcare Theater 3000 is on. Morning, everybody.
Thank you so much for participating today.
They must think you're stupid.
I am very grateful to all of you.
No, you're not.
Because I know how busy you are.
Busy trying to stop you.
Make a few brief remarks on the front end, and then we're going to allow leadership from both the House and the Senate to make some opening remarks.
If you actually want to see the crime going down, I'm going to take you back to the crime scene. The scene of Scott Brown's first crime as a rhino. Yesterday in the United States Senate, here was Mr. Brown approaching the podium, and here goes the vote. Watch.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Akaka, Mr. Alexander, Mr. Barrasso, Mr. Baucus, Mr. Bai, Mr. Begich, Mr. Bennett of Colorado, Mr. Bennett of Utah, Mr. Bingaman, Mr. Bond, Mrs. Boxer, Mr. Brown of Massachusetts.
I will remember that while the honor
2012 executive Scott Brown.
My name is Scott Brown, and my name is Scott Brown.
I told you we're a rock star.
I enjoy music, if that's what you want.
And now, for today's Adventures in Liberal Dumbassity, here is Harry Worthless Warbucks Reed with our clip of the day.
I met with some people while I was home dealing with domestic abuse. It has gotten out of hand. Why? Men don't have jobs. Women don't have jobs either, but women aren't abusive most of the time. Men, when they're out of work, tend to become abusive. Our domestic crisis shelters in Nevada are jammed. It's the way it is all over the country.
We here on the Post-Show Show, we take the majority leader seriously and decided that in conjunction with our Dude Gear store, we would present a product to deal with this obvious social problem. And it is called the Obamanomics Sucks Unemployment Domestic Abuse Prevention Uniform and Helmet. Bet your wife would look nice in one of those for Mother's Day, wouldn't she? This shrieker is the biggest promoter of lies. Well, the White House may have the title on that one. She is one of the biggest promoter of lies in the history of Earth, and certainly today. Here's another Pelosi whopper you may recall, this one about unemployment.
But in terms of what we have to do in the first 100 days, we must address the needs of this country. 500 million people will lose their jobs each month until we have an economic package.
No, 500,000.
What did I say, million?
Yes, 500.
Oh,
that would really be a recession.
Thank you for correcting
Yes.
me. It feels like 500 million.
Who is this? Is she Mrs. Dr. Ever? 500 gajillion people will lose their jobs. Folks, this is what happens when you start believing your own press clippings, or should I say cage droppings. And now for today's Adventures in... Well, let me let you decide what this is an adventure in.
It is a privilege to offer this resolution during Black History Month, honoring African Americans' contributions to transportation and infrastructure in America. African Americans have played an instrumental role in developing and improving the transportation and infrastructure of the United States. African Americans have made significant and far-reaching influence on all modes of transportation, leading to major improvements in operational safety and security on our railroads, airways, and highways.
I don't know what to call that, but well, that was today's clip of the day. If you don't know, that is Congresswoman Corinne Brown from Florida, just in case you want to I don't know, write to her about your far-reaching and significant contributions to something you may have contributed to. Not saying, I'm just saying. Tilly Coombe, the killer whale, took time out of his busy schedule today of eating SeaWorld employees to speak to the media and dispel notions that his attack on that worker, on that trainer at SeaWorld, was racially motivated. Now, before you fly off the handle there, we contacted SeaWorld, and we were told that Tilly Coombe was not available for comment.
If he meant that he would have been serving us because he was
what do you
black,
think he could have meant?
Well, that's what I want to know.
Neither was Al Sharpton.